It me, da Doom. Welcome to the hall. I'm back, Wargamers, to Hobby Vlog. I'm not sure what, because I'm doing it out of order at this point in my spider army, but I have the Spider Queen, whom I will be assembling, since my Generation Shift bases have come, so I should be getting the other spiders on bases, so I can get those vlogs out to you. They should already be out by the time you watch this one. But yeah, I will be posing her legs so that she's climbing over these. And then the broodlings will just be on regular bases because they'd cover most of the base anyway. So I will come back once she has been posed. Gamers, this is my Spider Queen, posed and base coated. So I'll still need to do a little bit of a cleanup on her, but around the eyes, but this is pretty much how I've base coated her. I won't be doing the baby spiders until after the wash, because then I'll base coat them black again and gem them up like I actually gemmed up her broodlings, which I'll show in a sec. But how I did her skin or exoskeleton was blade one flesh with a teeny bit of yellow to get a bone kind of look. And then I did corn red for the eyes and in the mouth. It took a couple thin layers to get her all covered with the paint, but I have finished. And here are her broodlings that I have been working on and have finished. So pretty much the baby spiders on her all paint the same way as these broodlings, which I painted the base first in rhinoxide, then dry brushed with Gorthor Brown. Well, actually first the stone was Dawnstone, and then I washed it all in Reikland Flesh Shade. Actually, Noon Oil, then Reikland Flesh Shade. Then I dry brushed in Gorthor Brown. And then finally a wee bit of a dry brush of Flayed One Flesh on the dirt. And for the stone, I just did Dawnstone and a bit of Dawnstone and cremate white mix. For the skull, I did my usual bone pattern of Flayed One Flesh, Reikland Flesh Shade, then Flayed One Flesh, then Flayed One Flesh with a bit of eel yellow. For these spiders, I pretty much did a gem paint style where I had a corn red mixed with black. I painted them all black first, and then I had corn red mixed with black, then corn red, then a bit of corn red mixed with white to pretty much make this gem pattern. Then I used cremate white for the tad, and to make them shiny and glossy, I used the Talmia Color Acrylic Paint Gloss. And so that kind of makes these spiders look all transparent like baby spiders are in the real world. So that is what I've done so far, and I will come back once the Spider Queen has been washed. Welcome back, Wargamers. So I've now washed my Spider Queen model. So this is how she looks like after she's been washed. I used Reikland Flesh Shade to wash her. So yeah, I will now come back when she has been highlighted. Welcome back! So I've now completely highlighted my Spider Queen. So for the bony areas, I first highlighted it in dry brushed with Flayed One Flesh, then Flayed One Flesh with a bit of eel yellow, as well as some cremate white. I did also have a mix, I think, Flayed One Flesh and cremate white on the very tops, or very edges, but a mixture of these or just the Flayed One Flesh at some points. To tone down the abdomen, I used a dry brush of Gorthor Brown, For the head, I did tone that down with some Reichland Flesh Shade again, and then did a bit of a dry brush to make sure it wasn't quite as bright as the legs, but was still brighter than the abdomen. I did have a wash of Corn Red and Reichland Flesh Shade in the mouth area. For the underbelly, I did a quick dry brush of Moot Green to kind of give this glowing look, kind of like Shelob had in the books. This kind of glowing look. For all the baby spiders on the Spider Queen, let's see if I can get a good look. Here's a good one. Focus. Can it focus? This is the trick with hobby vlogs. You have to make sure the camera focuses on the right object. Well, anyway, the spiders were base coated in Abaddon Black, then highlighted in a gemstone type pattern with a mixture of Abaddon Black and Corn Red, then a bit of Corn Red and Cremate White. Then the tad, it was in Cremate White. The eyes were pretty much just Corn Red, and then a mixture of getting lighter and lighter of Corn Red and Cremate White. And that is pretty much it. So I will come back once she is on her base and the final touches have been made. So welcome back. I have now completed my Spider Queen. So she is now on her base, which I painted up pretty much the same way as all my other bases for the giant the Mirkwood spiders that I did, which is pretty much just Dawnstone for the stone, Nuln Oil, then Dawnstone and Cremate White, as well as there was also a wash of Reichland Flesh Shade after the Dawnstone. For the earth, the dirt, it was just Rhinox Hide, wash of Nuln Oil, and Reichland Flesh Shade, then Gorthor Brown, and then some Flayed One Flesh. And that's pretty much what I did, except with the Spider Queen's base. I also did a light dry brush of Moot Green to have that glowing effect of the glowing under her abdomen, which I really like. So other than that, I just glossed the eyes and the baby spiders with the Talmia gloss paint right here. The Talmia color acrylic paint for the glossing. So that is how I have painted my Spider Queen. She is now completely finished. So, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Support your Hobbit hobby, and Akman Ruki Astu. Thank you.